Doogity bop bop bop.
20.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my God.
you are gorgeous. Wow.
Ah, thank you. Wait, the Bluetooth is there. Oh,
There
thank you. You look so chilled.
You know what? I just filled up every 10 days or so, water in the hot tub. So I just got it just done, got in here, and now I get to chill with you for an hour and God, wow.
Oh, thank you.
I got to tell you right off the bat, this is thrilling for me because just being a part of you transforming so much in so many ways and just watching you soar higher and higher has just been a thrill for me. And this is why we do what we do. So,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. I can't believe it's you. You're right there. It's different. It's very different.
Wow. Well, wait till you come to Australia.
How's Victoria and the puppies?
She's awesome. She just went outside. She's going to cut grass this afternoon, so she's picking up stuff. So she's in her zone. Bruce is out there. I know Bruce is getting her every 4 steps to throw a ball. And Emmett should be close by. Emmett's like my little bodyguard. He is just wherever I go, he's close by, just like, right, looks safe, Dad. We're good. He's just a little bundle of love.
Oh, I can't believe it's you.
Ditto. So where do you want to dive in? What do you want to chat about? This is totally open-ended, and I'm sure you saw some of the other ones we had, or heard some of the other ones we had up on the YouTube. They're just chats, whatever we want to explore, whatever we want to do, and it's totally up to you. So,
wow. I didn't know what the call would be about.
Me neither.
So I was telling Sizzle that I was excited, or I am excited, and I said I'm going to shit myself, and I'm going to have a big fart because I'm so like, oh my God. And then Sizzle says you should. You're going to feel relief. So that was a good prep for the call. But I'm not sure. What do you? I thought it was going to be like a question or something like that.
I can ask questions, or you can. I tell you what's cool. What's different about you since you decided to live your days your way? Because I've watched you go from getting this conceptually to getting, I can change things someday, to getting to, I hope this happens soon, to, this is my day. This is my day. This is, and you embody it so well. Let me ask, how do you do it? How do you begin I teach what I teach, and then you guys do whatever you guys do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you make your day now? Like, what's your attitude? What do you do? What's your overall, what's life all about? I'm curious.
You're always curious. For me, I never start my day the way I used to start my day. And I stopped waiting. Like before, I used to chase happiness. You know how you said it's in DDD? It used to be like, if I could become this person, like, I don't know, a musician or some big dream somewhere, then my day would be perfect and I have the perfect life. And it was always this big one thing that made everything la 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 la, like a
right.
Yeah, like what do you like like living in a coma, basically. And I wanted to have that kind of life, believe it or not. But now it's not about the one thing, it's about me. And
Ah,
yeah,
ah.
I know. I know I'm stealing your line, but it's about me, like in this moment, like this call, because I had been cooking because my partner is coming back tonight, and I had been cooking, and I used to hate cooking, by the way. I love cooking is fun.
Yeah.
But my partner, I was cooking and I got tired and I felt a bit sleepy. So I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do the call? Because I'm sleepy and 20's energy is always up here. So I'm going to be like, this. So, but then I know. And then I just moved and the energy just comes. But the old me would have been, oh, well, if I was a dancer, if I was this big dream person, the day was always about the one thing. But now my day is about me and who I get to be. And I love people. And I have so much oxytocin in my life. 20 is your fault. I just love, I love playing with all the things you say to play with. If you post something, even if it doesn't make any sense, I just think, how would I play with this? And just like that, I get the experience and I change again and again and again and again. And I don't even remember who I used to be. Yeah.
I noticed
it's amazing.
that almost everybody goes through a phase of, I'm not confident with this.
Yeah.
And they think the answer is confidence.
Yeah.
The answer is never confidence. It's always curious. And you just demonstrated that because you said you'll read something, you won't necessarily know what to do with it. But as soon as you get a little curious about it, you find the way. You find the experience. And ain't it fun?
Yes.
I think you mentioned cooking. As you know, I am nuts about cooking. Like, I am absolutely insane about it. And for me, cooking is one of those endless adventures and curiosity because I never make the same meal exactly twice.
Yeah.
I may find myself adding something a little different, cooking it a little bit higher or lower, longer or shorter, but there's always an experiment going on. And it's this childlike wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I get you get it.
I know you always say those things that yeah. I like that when you say things. I don't know what state this is, but before I would try to figure out the things you would say, and you would just like laugh. And in my head, I used to think I'm being serious, 20, but now
You're right.
you
were being serious.
I was, and you would just have this fun. And I was saying to Sizzle, you know what? Yeah, what can I do it like 20 does it? And then Sizzle says, steal your state, just steal it. If you want to have fun, like 20 is having fun with this, and just steal it. So I must have. I don't know. I can't remember. So many transformations happen so often. I don't even know where I started from. But anytime you say something, I don't try to figure it out. I just, like how you say about the childlike curiosity, I notice it in people. I notice it in children. They just open their eyes so big and they're like, what is this? And they want to know. They don't try to figure things out. They want to know. They want to find out. They're excited. It's not a moment of trying to make something happen today. It's different. Yeah.
That makes something happen today is all that muscle head. And then that wow, that's that fascial stretch. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything up. Oh my God.
You look so chilled, by the way.
Oh my God, am I super chilled? It's only, it's funny. It's 11:07. I had a private call this morning at 7. I was up at 5, doing my things, and I never do my things the same day. It's office policy. And you rascal, you snuck in. I actually I gave you the booking link, everybody dicks around with the booking link for a day or two. You were in 4 minutes, you had a time picked out. And I went, wow. And then I saw you were the second one in that day. And I thought, oh, I can't possibly resist this. Because like you said, now the cool thing is I got that you and I would have a lovely dance. The energy would be there because the energy's there.
Yeah.
I am chill. I love being super chilled. But I also love what happens when super chilled 20 gets to dance with very curious 20 and both of them get to dance with you. Oh my God. So we got super chilled me, curious me. We've got you. Wow. I get to dance with you.
Wow.
Let me ask.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
What was the tip? What tipping points come to mind when it came to like you actually like going, shit, like I got it. This is easy. What tipping points come to mind? Because I'm always curious about those too.
From the program, from DDD.
Yeah, from Triple D, from anywhere. Triple D is a good place to start, but anywhere.
For me, anytime I think of your podcast, I just laugh. You're hilarious, by the way. When you are funny. So I just
I think I'm funny to me.
When I listen to I listened to one podcast you made where you said, trying to remember now, where you said something about, well, you said something at the end where you said, well, if you don't want to make this easy, then struggle enough to a point where you're fed up. Does that make sense? It's the way you put it. I can't say the way you said it. But when you said it, I was laughing my ass off. At that time, I was in that state of struggling. And when you said it to me, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm fed up, 20. I'm done. I was done. And that moment, I was done with struggling. I just decided, and you said there was another podcast you made to draw the line in the sand.
Right. Yeah.
That was another one. Once I decided I'm not struggling anymore, I'm done with this struggle, whatever this is. Yeah, I drew my line in the sand and I didn't look back again.
So that was before you got into Triple D.
Yes.
That's what probably got you there.
Yeah.
Nice. We always notice when people stop making excuses anywhere in their life, they stop making excuses everywhere in their life.
Yeah. And
suddenly you'll get why we've got the exercise with like you're asking for like a piece of ham or whatever in Triple D, whatever version we're working with at the time. But it's those little tiny things of being willing and able to go, yeah, I want ham. I want to do this.
Yeah.
And having no slippy, it's all like, okay, we're doing this. Yeah. Like you and I today. Yeah, we're doing this today. We're not waiting until next week, next month, next year. We're diving in. We're going to make a splash. We're going to make a difference. We're going to just fun. Wow.
I like your what is that? Is that a lamp?
Yeah, the lamp. Yeah, it looks like a genie's thing, doesn't it?
Yes. The angle. It's funny how when you imagine something, everything just sort of fits in. The angle you've put your video, it goes with your 007 persona as well. The lamp and the bag at the back. And people, I'm thinking like, what is there? And your hat. And I like the vibe. It's nice.
I'll tell you about these leather bags. I collect these old leather briefcases and satchels. Mm-hmm. I just love them. I think Victoria won't let me bring any more home. but when I first moved here, I had a US-based business, and I was living here. And so what I had to do was every couple of days go to the ATM and withdraw cash to bring cash into the country, right? That was the only way I could do it easily, right? And so I decided to play my attitude money game, and I got up to 10 grand. And it's like, what am I going to do now? Like, So I put 10 grand in a briefcase. And then I decided I'll play the attitude money game again. So I kept taking all this money I was making and bringing it into the country and stashing it in, first, I put some in the bank, but I decided to see how much money I could stash in briefcases around the house, right? And talk about absolute fun, because I'm an ex-cop. I'm historically concerned with security, safety, bad guys, robberies, burglaries, all that crap. So I've got all this goofy programming in my head when it comes to wealth, people taking it, people stealing it. Mm-hmm. Grandma always said, don't talk about money, especially to family. Why the fuck talk to family about money? I mean, like, we all make it, we all spend it, right? But it was funny because when I got up to about 60 grand in briefcases like that sitting around me at all times, it was the weirdest and wildest thing, because here I am going to the dog park carrying 10 grand every day, 5 grand in each front pocket. And I've got 60 grand at home just sitting there in briefcases, right? So it's like, righty-o. And it was the most fascinating thing, getting okay with having wealth, money around me. And it really stretched me. So when I tell people play the attitude money game, I mean it. Because when you go to the dog park and suddenly I realize I've been daydreaming for 10 seconds, and I'm wondering, well, where the fuck's my money? Oh, it's there. Yeah, because at any time I could sit down and 5 grand could pop out, right? But it was the weirdest thing. Then when all was said and done, it was time to get the house worked on. So we put a new roof on, a veranda, we got the cottage worked on. And, fair chunks of that came from my cash stash, right? So it was the funnest thing then, because the builder would say, I need 10 grand for supplies. And I'd be like, hold on. And go in the house, find 10 grand. And then I'd be going, do I have any in that briefcase over there? I can't remember. So I wasn't sure how much I had, which I didn't. So that's my briefcase adventure. Just deciding, all right, I'm going to collect these lovely leather briefcases because I love leather. I love old. I love style. So that's just me. And inside of them, I'm just going to stash some money. And then with all that, we paid for heaps of upgrades on the house and so on with like that. And it's wild because I was the 12-year-old allergy kid, sickly, growing up on welfare. We had, the food stamps. We had the donations from the church, the food baskets, all that crap. To go from that to having more money than I at times made in a year sitting around me just for fun. Wow. I'm not the same human.
No.
Neither are you. And I so love this.
Wow. You take attitude money game to a different level. I didn't know that is attitude money. That is something I'm still in it. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it like that.
Definitely.
I have to.
Definitely.
I have to do it.
And the fun thing is when you do that, you could imagine I had 50 grand sitting around the house, and then would go away for a day. So I got 50 grand sitting at home and we're out, right? Yeah. So when you got a $20,000 car and you got $50,000 sitting at home, right? The brain just goes a little loop. It's like, holy fuck. Then I get to notice. One day I noticed I don't worry about the money anymore. I don't worry about it. That was a cool shift.
Yeah.
I bet there are things you don't worry about at all anymore that you used to. That to me is a dream-driven day, because when you have a dread-driven day, I can't leave the house because I've got money. I can't leave the house because I don't have money. It's a crazy driven day. And here you are, living a whole new life. I'm loving your videos, by the way. You're tossing all those little videos and articles up on the. I can't keep up with you. I feel like I've met me, because people say I can't keep up with you, 20. Well, last couple of days I haven't been able to keep up with you. I noticed you post here, you post there, you post this. But I read that one. I don't think I read that.
You're very what's the word? Do you know this story about this person there were two men, and someone said one of them was very popular and very charismatic like you, and the other one wasn't. And someone said, so what's your secret? The charismatic one. And he said the secret of making, what did he say? Well, basically, he makes other people feel, the other one talks about himself constantly, while the charismatic one makes other people feel, feel special.
Appreciate
You
it.
have, yeah, you do it. You do it a lot. You know how to have status without feeling the need to compete with status with another person. You have it and you give it. Like the way you say on the.
I got it. So do you. How do we do that? Because I want more people to do that. Instead of it being a kissing contest, isn't it nice whenever it's like, you can honestly, like, I appreciate you. You appreciate me. If we took a walk, oh my God, imagine the people that we could bless taking a walk. And that's delightful. Wow.
Because you put it on I put it on the group, DDD. And I said before, for me, it was always a competition. Yep. If I'm popular, then I have to be the popular girl in school. We can't both be popular. But I just it inspired me. I resisted it, but it inspired me. I had to move because it wasn't a loving state to stay in. But I can see how you do it as well. You do it so, you're so chilled. You're giving someone status doesn't take away from yours.
Right. I agree.
Because the state, isn't it?
I think that and appreciation and status go hand in hand. Because whenever you can when you can acknowledge another person's beauty, their love, when you can appreciate them for who they are in the moment, everybody shines more.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. 2020. Do your friends from America call you 2020?
Most do. Yeah, there's every now and then I'll bump into someone. Well, I changed my name. It'll be going on 15 years now. So most people have caught on to that. There's still a few, that I get that maybe they see me. Well, they don't see me at all anymore. But like if someone hasn't seen me in 20 years, they'll refer to me by my old name or whatever. And that's all right. I sometimes respond. Yeah. sometimes I wonder, who they thought.
Who's that?
Someone else here?
Oh God. I like your hair. I like the curls, the way you done it.
Oh my God. Look at this. This
wow.
Is that beautiful?
It's thick. It's very thick.
So do you want to hear the haircut win?
Ooh, I don't. Yes.
So this is top secret. Now everyone's going to know. so in Melbourne, we're not allowed to get, if you're not double immunized, you can't get a haircut till the middle of next year. So, and I'm not double immunized. I'm just not a fan of what's going on. So I'm just playing my game, right? If I change my mind later on, I change my mind later on. But I'm at now. So with all that in mind, they come down with the edict, and the edict says, for the unvaccinated, you can't get a haircut until sometime in the middle of 2022. You also can't go to restaurants and all that stuff. And it's like, rightio. And of course, Victoria, you've seen her. She's beautiful. And she just wants her hair done. And she hears that it's been a year since she's had her hair done anyway. And then she hears it's going to be another 9 months. And I can tell it breaks her heart. And I go out to the car with the puppies to go to the dog park. She's staying home to stay to do yoga. And I'm imagining being happy about her haircut. I'm just feeling what I would feel if I saw her with her hair cut beautifully. Oh. And so I get in the car, I drive to the dog park. I'm 5 minutes early. I decide I'm going to call my mom. So I turn on the iPad, and this app shows that I've got a message from a friend of mine. And so she says, my friend says, hey, you know, me and the crew stopped working at the health food store because, none of us are immunized and we're not allowed to work anymore. And so I reached back to her and I said, hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's talk about building your online biz kind of thing. And by the way, anyone who is given black market haircuts? Victoria and I got our haircuts the next day. Now that win, from the time I imagined it to the time I had the phone call about it, took like 6 minutes. It physically manifested the next day.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when you let it be about you and your day.
Yeah.
I didn't imagine the edict changing. I didn't imagine the government changing. I didn't go to war against anything. I imagined how I feel when I see my wife looking the way she looks with her haircut. Boom. There's day. There's that right there. 24 hours later, sitting in the chair. Boom. And also supporting somebody that can't have a job anymore. The hairdresser can't have a job anymore because she's not immunized. So it's like, all righty. And it's like I get to be a blessing to her.
Yeah.
How cool is that? And we can all choose to go to war. We can all choose to be the blessing. I'll choose to be the blessing, Now here's my side of the story. My hair. And I told her, I says, I haven't had my hair cut professionally in, I told her 7 years, but it's closer to 9. So when I moved here, I bought a little shavy thing.
Oh.
And I just kept giving myself like a number 2. So I had a sort of like a military kind of haircut for a couple of years. You may see that on some of the early videos. Then I and to go into the pool, I just shaved it bald because the pool water was ruining my hair. And then when they closed the pool, like a year and a half ago, I started letting my hair grow back. And now I've got this. So whenever she cut my hair, I told her, I says, this is going to be a treat for you and for me because I haven't had my hair for 7 years. And you could just light up, Egho. Oh my God. She just lit up and you could just tell it was a pleasure for her. So there's my top secret haircut story.
I forgot that you used to be bald, I'm so used to this 20 that I can't remember. I have to see it in the videos.
Yep, you'll see it. Wow.
Oh, that's a nice win. And I like how you didn't care about the fact that they had said nobody could get a haircut.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a haircut. That's what matters.
Yeah. Now to get a legal haircut, I'm told that most haircut places are booked out till the end of November. So you'd have to book now to get in like 3 or 4 weeks. I got a haircut in 24 hours and so did she. Boom. I hear you. Here I am at
Wow. I like that. I like feeling real. I do. I really enjoy it. I enjoy feeling it real. I do. I do have some misses, but I don't see them as misses anymore. Since DDD, you know how you said to flirt with no. So I don't see it as a miss anymore. I just see it as another chance to play differently or play more. Or yeah.
I think that nails it because when you get this is all about play, then it's like, all right, I get to play again. I get to play more. I get to play differently.
Yeah. If
it's a war against reality, like so many people, God, I bet you half my emails every week are from people that are using this as a war against reality. That's like the physical follows, man. If the physical ain't following, go play. Yeah.
I used to be in one of those emails.
Me too.
Me too. Me too. Oh God. Oh. Wow. So it's evening now. What do you do on your not like if you were not on this call, what would you be doing?
Well, it's my morning. So 11:28, I tell you where I'd be right now. Can you guess? I'd be at, if
Dog
yeah,
park
I'd be in the hot tub.
at 11:28 at night.
Oh no, it's 11:28 in the morning here.
Oh,
11
okay.
11:28 at night. That would be a miracle to get me on this. Yeah.
I was going to ask as well, why do you go to bed so early?
I can't help but get up in the morning. I'm up at 4:30 to 5 o'clock every morning. I just can't help it. I am like ready to rock and roll. Like this morning, so I had my call at 7. It was 4:50 when I originally woke up around 3:30 and then fell back asleep, and it was 4:50. Victoria stirred, and I asked her what time it was, and it's like, all right, let's do it. It just, yeah, up I
Wow.
go.
I had to steal that today because I was thinking when I was in the kitchen, like, oh, I'm so tired, but I don't want to go to bed, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, how does 20 do it? Like, how does 20? I mean, he has to be imagining something that is so exciting, I don't know, that has him up in the morning. And I do enjoy my day, but I feel like that has challenged me a little bit to maybe enjoy it a bit more, enjoy it differently, just have more anticipation. I don't anticipate my day enough. I feel like I could anticipate my day a bit more.
There you go.
Like you.
So you got a podcast, right?
Yes.
Yes. So here's a chance. So let's say we make or I may make one of those videos out of this where they can hear us yakking and stuff. Would you like to promote your podcast?
On here?
Yeah. Now here's what's cool, right? So let's say if it's okay with you, I'll make a video out of this with the scene from the garden. They'll hear us talking and imagine what we look like and all that crap. But in the description, I'll put a link to your podcast.
Oh wow! Really? Oh, thank you.
Now, but here's what's cool. This goes back to your question, kinda. So whenever you're in bed and you can't see it, I got to wake up and do the emails and the podcast, and I'm so excited to get whatever the hell is out there. I can't help it. I've got something I want to share. And here you are, my podcast on here. And I'm talking about your podcast on here because when you get that, you've got something to share, something that people are starving for. You notice how people, you notice how people respond to your post. They love that you're sharing your successes, your wins, your candid craziness. People love candid crazy. They really do. They're starving in a world where everyone is proper and serious and never admits anything. It's like, Jesus, I am an absolute nut, right? I'm a nutter. I'll admit it. Like, right? I explained to my buddy Cube because he says, you say the craziest things. And I'll say, dude, I've got no internal dialogue. You go in there and think. I just let it all out, right? So there's nothing inside my box is dead silent. Everything that's going on just it gets spoken or acted out, right? So which makes it a very interesting world around me. But it's fun because that's where the podcasts come from. That's where me getting out of bed comes from. Because it's like, I can't wait. So I get up in the morning. I can't wait to see what you've been up to. I can't wait to see who emailed. I can't wait to like do a podcast or a show on something. It just, I can't wait. And that's that dopamine, that anticipation, that like, and like you, I love people. Oh my God. I just love people. And it's just so lovely, like to like get out of bed knowing like I'm going to get to walk the dogs and see my people. I'm going to get to stop at the shops on some days and see my people. I'll get to talk to you today. I get to see my people. Wow.
Oh.
Knowing that, since I know my happy chemicals, my biggest ones really, they're all important. Status allows me to be who I am. to just be who I am in a way that gives, like you mentioned. The connection, the oxytocin allows me to genuinely. I met a plumber on the trail, right? And the next thing you know, he's giving me all sorts of plumbing tips and advice for different things. And he's like, we're just two blokes having a conversation. This is great. I'll make you. He's like, I'll turn you into a plumber. And it's like, how cool! I'm learning plumbing. I would have never guessed.
Yeah.
And it's just, and then there's the anticipation of it all. I anticipate talking to you, doing the podcast. Yeah, checking up with Victoria, saying but has she actually picked up a stick, or has she gotten into some other mischief up there? Because she'll do that. She'll start on one mission, and then she'll have something going on. It's like, all right, good on you.
Oh.
So my day will have me making lunch after this. We're gonna have skin on salmon. I'm gonna fry it in ghee to make the skin nice and crispy.
Crispy. I know.
I know it. So we'll have that, some asparagus, otherwise known as asparagus, and some dal. Take a nap. Oh, I just love naps. To me, the definition of freedom is being able to take a nap, and the second part of it is being able to get up when you want to. I want to get up.
Why do you take nap? I find myself resisting naps because in Dream Driven Day you said that if we, I don't know, people that sleep people that sleep are dead, are just dead inside or something. There's a way you put it. Like if you sleep, you're not enjoying yourself, or people that sleep all day or something like that. So
Right.
anytime I nap, I hear your voice in my head and I get up. I enjoy my day. I move into the whatever I'm desiring at the moment, and then I'm up and I'm having fun and I meet people and I do enjoy it. But I was always curious, but why do you take naps then?
Oh, because here's what I get to do. I am so sneaky. I get 4 paydays all the time. Ready? First, I imagine Victoria's yum to the point where it fully satisfies me. And then I get to experience it at lunchtime. So I get to experience the joy of Victoria's yum at least twice. That's 2 wins for every lunch, right? The other is I have 2 days every day. So this is, what is today? It's Tuesday here. So you and I are talking on what I call first Tuesday. I'll take a nap and then I'll have second Tuesday afterwards. So like every day I've got 2 of. I've got first Monday and second Monday, followed by first Tuesday and second Tuesday, first Wednesday, followed by second Wednesday. And the nap gives me 2 days every day. Yeah, let it
You
cook.
always say these things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I get 2 days every day. I get
You're
first
cheating.
Monday. I get first Tuesday right now. I'll take a nap and then I'll have second Tuesday after I wake up. And it'll be like, when did I talk to Egho? Oh, I talked to her on first Tuesday. Now it's second Tuesday. Feels like so long ago.
So you have 14 days in a week.
It feels like I have 14 days in a week. Oh my God, the fun.
I want to do that. I'm doing it. I'm feeling it.
All right, let me know. I find that people don't bother to do it. It's sad to me. But it's sort of like that whole attitude money game. It's like, this is another game. I get to have 2 days every day. And if one of them starts out a little foobar, like, the other Friday, the big tree came down. I mean, man, it crashed. It's like, well, first Friday was fucked. I did my best. I got a podcast, but that was it. First Friday, fucked. Right? Took a nap, got up. Well, it's second Friday. Time to see what we can do with that one. And second Friday was pretty good. But there is that miracle of a reset. Whenever I take a nap, it just resets my whole everything. So it's like, yep.
I'm doing it. I'm having a nap afternoon.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, I'm so glad I asked you. I was always so curious if you say, because the way you put it, I must have misinterpreted it from my own state. And
Right.
anytime I want to take a nap, it's like a baby that's trying to sleep. I can just hear 20's voice. And I'm like, no, 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 no sleeping, not yet. But yeah, that makes sense.
So here's what I noticed. Most people, they go through their day about 20% awake. All day long, they're just living a low intensity lifestyle. It's like they're zombies. I'm
Yeah.
fascinated. My ex-wife watches that zombie show. I don't know what it's called.
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. That's it. And for me, it's like I look around, and that's most people most of the time. Me, I live full out, man. I'm up at 5. I'm doing great. 1 o'clock comes around, maybe 2 at the latest. Nap time. I'm out. Boom. And then at some point, I wake back up 3:30, sometimes 4 o'clock if I'm really exhausted. Hey, it's second Tuesday. Yeah, and like I'm on fire. It's like, just watch me, baby. Yeah, I'm just on fire, and it's a formula that works for me.
I like
You're
it.
gonna steal it.
I know, I have. It's amazing. I've never heard anybody speak like that before in my whole life.
Wow.
Wow. And you don't set an alarm when you take a nap. You just sleep and wake up.
It's funny. We just changed the protocol, and I'll give you a long answer. So before we used to do the group calls for the different programs, DDD, Remarkable. We would do them at 5, and we would start them at 5 in the morning here.
Yeah.
And my reason behind that was, like people they'd say, "Oh, that's not a good time for me," and I'd say, "Well, we get up at 4 to do them at 5, right?" Yeah, I know of nobody that's sacrificing more. Then I found out there are people that do them at 2 in the morning. I thought, "Fuck, that's admirable." but, but but as time went on, we've been doing this for like 2 years now. I decided, you know what, 7 o'clock is a good time for the call. I'm better rested. And here's the big key. I never use an alarm. Never. Because an alarm has to jolt me out to do something.
Yeah.
I'm finding at 55 years of age, I want less jolts.
You're 55.
I'm 55. So I don't mind stretching. I love stretching. I love planking. I love strengthening and stretching, but I don't like shocks. I don't. It's just one of them things. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I'm not going to shock myself out of bed anymore, ever, even if it's only once every 2 weeks for a group call. I can roll out of in the event that I'm really tired and I sleep in, I'll sleep until 5:30, but that's pretty rare. But I can always be ready at 7, so we'll have the calls at 7. And again, that's another little thing which has me, I own my day. I wake up when I'm done napping. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. And then I party. I go full out. I know you know what that means.
Wow, I love it. It reminds me of this thing. I used to, you know, the sat nav. We call it, Google Maps here. So when I would get lost, I would go on my Google Maps. But then when we did different lesson, I quit Google Maps. It's not responsible choice, but I have been known to make responsible choices. So I just quit it. And oh my God, it's so nice to just imagine being somewhere and trusting that I would sort of get there and find my way there, like in like a journey. I would get lost and we'll meet people on the road as well. So I'm going to do it alarm, waking up, just wake up. No alarms. Just I've stolen so many things from you today. I keep stealing from you.
Please do.
I'm gonna do that. Oh. You have very nice eyes, by the way. Your eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like twinkly.
You're radiant. I'm just gonna tell you. Yeah. And I bet you know it, but you're just radiant. You're just You
Thank
just
you.
you show up. When I came here, I'm going to tell you, I used to hide a lot of what I teach instead of what I teach. And when I came here in 2010, and I had to tell that this Forex group flew me down here, and I did a weekend training, and I kept bringing up that because I had to explore the power of the mind, the power of imagination with them, and I kept saying, "You're the spark behind the eyes. You're the spark behind the eyes." And when you get that, and whenever you allow yourself to be radiant, it's like, oh my God. Yeah. When you walk into a room, everybody lights up. That means everybody's honored.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the spark. I'm trying to find you. I get what you spark behind the
Yeah. You're the spark.
eyes.
You're the
Because
spark.
yeah, wow. Because this is not me, isn't it? It's just a meat suit. So
Yeah.
I'm the me looking through my physical. Well, I'm not the mm, the spark. I will start seeing people differently now. I will start staring into people's eyes. Now you
Oh,
said
wow.
it. I'm gonna make people feel awkward, but I don't mind.
And it's whenever I notice when I see the love that people are, it's speechless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even if they go a little awkward, that's fine. What comes out the other side's better.
Yeah. Ooh. That was oh okay. That was a bit yeah. I can't forget it now. The spark behind the eyes. I will do this when I see anyone I see. I'm going to play with this, not logically, but experience it. Experience the spark from looking at someone's eyes, just to see the way you see it. I really liked that. That was really nice. Thank you.
You take it apart, you can see it. I don't know a better way to live life than this.
Yeah.
I'm always curious about it. But wow, whenever you can go through the day and just notice who you are and how this works and just be the blessing and appreciative. And like Neville says, you can even be angry, but sin not. We're all going to have the times where we stub our toes or something's going to get on your nerve. I got to tell Victoria, you're getting on my nerve. You might want to back up, woman. And we have a good laugh because it's like, yeah, at any time anyone can get cranky. At any time you can buy into being the meat suit or the bullshit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And if you can notice it and celebrate it or add some humor in, like I'll add in, I call this Carl. Carl says, "You're on my nerve, woman. I'm gonna." Like, all right. Bust up the bullshit, and then we get to again remember, who we are, how it works, be the blessing.
Yeah. There was something Cecil said. Cecil is going to be very happy. His name has been called so many times in this video. But there was something he said to me is that whiskey?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You're so cool, 20. Oh my God. I respect a man that drinks alcohol like that.
This here is an Amber Faldy 12. It's funny, I normally don't have whiskey at the workstation, but I left it here from last night. And I've just figured, why not have a tiny little sip,
Respect. I like it. Cecil said that you said to him that to be God in every moment or in every situation So, but he said to play with it. Obviously, it's not going to make logical sense, but we can't always see as God, right? Because like you said, we have to forget that we're God. That's the whole point of having the human experience and being vulnerable and being like jumping miles. Because obviously, if I always feel, I mean, sometimes I do play with it from time to time, and just for a moment to just see the world as, as God. And I feel so big, and I feel like, a bit, it's weird. It's weird to explain it, but I don't think I could always feel like that at all times. I don't know.
Even Neville talked about the times where he failed to move in consciousness, or when he got angry. And we can always here's the cool thing, right? So I go and I'm trying to get the dimmies, right? I'm at the shop and I want to get my dim sims and my chicken. Oh. And the lady in front, or the guy in front of me, calling home to talk to his wife about, like, well, they got this chicken and they got that chicken. And of course, he doesn't sound like that. He sounds all proper and stuff. And I'm just like, hey, shut the fuck up so I can get what I want. I mean, one of us knows what they want. And some people will go, oh, look, he's obviously not enlightened or doesn't get this or whatever. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with having an emotion. There's nothing wrong with losing your cookies once in a while. But when you lose cookies, what do? I imagine, I'm going to be blunt. I imagine the guy in front of me having a set of balls, right? It's like, buy the fucking chicken. You don't got to go, right? Your wife will thank you if you can just buy the chicken without calling her up. Am I right? You're a woman. Yes. I'm a guy. Right? If I have to call you, Egho, hey, should I get this chicken or that chicken? What are you thinking? You just buy some chicken.
Oh my God. Yeah, I like the way you put it. Yeah, that's true.
Seems to work. I've noticed with Victoria, she's happy that I can call home and not call home every 10 seconds. Like, dear, do you want 3 dim sims or 4 dim sims? Screw it, I'll just buy them. If she doesn't eat them all, I'll eat hers. No big deal.
Yeah. It's simple, isn't it? When we keep it simple, life is fun and just light. I feel so light. Yeah. Oh. 20?
Yes.
Do you have children, 20?
I've got some.
I've got the kids.
I've got assorted step kids and 2 puppies.
Assorted.
I've been married more than once, and with both, I had a boy and a girl step kid. So we somewhat keep in touch. We somewhat don't, but it's all I somewhat keep in touch and somewhat don't keep in touch with everyone. So
yeah.
God, I remember. I'm going to tell you something because I know you'll get this, because I know you got some precious ones in your life. I remember when the first granddaughter was born and everyone else was getting ready to cram shit into her, right? They were buying books and educational toys. I decided I'm not going to learn that girl nothing till she's 4, right? I'm going to let her teach me, because she's got so much in her. I want to get it out before they corrupt it.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I ended up teaching her things like edible and medicinal plants whenever she was 3. But boy, we had so much fun, because when she wanted to let something out, when the wisdom was ready to come through the child, the student to me was there. It's like, all right, speak, little one, speak it out. I want to hear it. I want to know what you see. I want to see what you hear. I want it all. And I know you get it.
They're so innocent. Like it's like when they say, like, oh, what does understand mean? Like when they, things that we would know, or right. What does organization mean? And they open their mouths and their eyes and they're listening, and they really believe I am the phantom of all knowledge, and they just listen to you. But it's like what you said about curiosity and dogs. because I did the assignment from Dream Driven Day, and how um they sniff each other and they explore. And
Yes.
I always feel like there's a little bit more. I could be a little bit more curious, and every day I move and I move and I move. Curiosity is a very, 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 very yummy state to play with, and children are very curious.
They're my role models. Everybody wants to meet someone like Richard Branson and learn from him. I'm sure I could learn something from Richard because he's a delightful child in an old guy's body.
Yeah.
But it's children, oh my God, it's the children. Let them teach you. Let them give to you. Yeah, give them food. Children are cheap. You give them, you give them chips, and they'll tell you anything. You know, here's your chicken and chips. Give me the wisdom of the universe, child, and they will. Yeah, and they'll just say, "Yeah, can I have ketchup?" That's it. Ketchup goes with everything.
I know, right? They're so simple. They're so simple as well. Children are very simple. Well, not all, but most children are quite simple. They know what they want. They don't settle. My bloody friends' kids don't settle. They don't settle. They know what they want. They fall down and they get up and they keep playing.
They keep playing.
Yeah, they don't put themselves down for getting bombed or having a bad day, or they just keep going.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Oh.
It's about time for me to go.
Oh.
Can you believe we've been dancing for almost an hour?
No.
It's me.
Oh no. Okay, can I ask one last question before you go?
Go for it.
You know when you say status, yeah?
Yeah.
I used to think before this call, I used to think status is like, so if I give someone status, is that like wealth? This person is wealthy, that's a status, or this person is fun, that's a status. This person is liked. So those are different kinds of statuses. But you say the way you describe status and the way you sit on your couch, it's like status. The word status itself, it's a thing on its own. There's no different kinds of it. The way you say it.
Seems to me, the answer will vary from moment to moment. It seems like status to me is, I want you to meet my friend Egho. And I really want them to discover the essence of you. And the only way for me to do that is for me to notice the essence of you. Here's what you bring when you walk into a room. And I can tell people that, or I can just notice, you have to meet this person. This person needs to meet you. Just acknowledging the beauty, the gift. I think the ultimate in status, besides knowing who you are and how this works, that would be a self status, is really just noticing what's the blessing that me giving you status is me noticing what's the blessing that you bring to the room. Me giving me and you status, what's the blessing that we share? The dance that you and I just danced a dance that no one else can. Wow. You listen to the other recordings in this series, they're all delightful, but they're all different. You and I just danced a dance that no one else can. And who's it going to bless?
Wow. That's what status is. I used to think it was about wealth or being popular, but the way you've put it is different.
Let's find out what it is tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow. I always reserve the right to be curious and discover what it becomes tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll play with it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to date with me today.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind.
I'm
What
just
is it?
me.
I wanted to say hi to Victoria.
Oh, who knows where that rascal is.
Oh,
I'll get her to give you a poke on Facebook sometime soon. She's
oh.
impossible. When the weather is nice, she's impossible in a lovely way. Garden Girl is reigning supreme outside right now. And there's giving her status because she
Yeah.
really is. We'll make sure we hook you two up real quick sometime soon.